Alright, here we are back with a Week 7 predictions video. Joined by the Browns user. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Glad to have him here. If anyone is interested in joining in on a predictions video or something like that, make sure you message me or one of the other commissioners. That's the Bengals user, Savon, CJ the Seahawks user, Dwayne the Cowboys user, Adrian the Ravens user, and Twan the Titans user. If you believe somebody's breaking rules or cheating, make sure you get one of those commissioners as well, preferably with proof, because not sure what we're going to be able to do for you unless they just admit it. Everyone's doing a pretty good job about getting their games in. Going to keep moving forward. I did put a message in the group chat, but I'm going to say it here as well. Due to Madden being pushed back until late September at the moment, and could be farther back than that, um, do be aware that you're going to get in at least this season and probably three more. At minimum two more. So don't just be bailing on all your draft picks and signing 32-year-old veterans and shit like that. Make sure you're still building your team somewhat. I know that my team is in a position where I really need to fix it because I thought this was going to be one of the last seasons, and now I have a whole bunch of 32-year-old players on my team. So make sure you be aware of that. We're going to do our normal thing with the predictions and the players of the week. And we'll get into that right now. We'll start with the players of the week. For the
Yeah, on the
NFC.
AFC.
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead. Go
sorry,
ahead.
bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, on the AFC side, offense play the week for week 6 was Moore, wide receiver, Bengals, crazy game, 5 receptions, 241 yards, almost like 50 yards per reception with 2 TDs, which is probably was bombing it away to him. Uh, and then on the defensive side, in Wasu is his name, the
Yep.
right end from the Chargers. He had 5 tackles, and all of his tackles were sacks. So 5 sacks player of the week, Wasu.
All right. NFC side, Jordan Love sat behind Carson Wentz for years until he finally got the call to start this past season. He did pretty well, 15 and 24, threw for 196, 3 touchdowns. He also had 10 carries for 34 yards and a touchdown. NFC Defensive Player of the Week, 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception, 1 touchdown for Hassan Reddick, middle linebacker for the Cardinals.
Temple alum. Let's
Yep,
go
Temple
Philly.
alum. All right. Then we go into the league schedule here. We got 2 games that have already been played. Giants beat the Eagles 24-21. Um, Very clean game, 1 turnover by each. Good offense by each side. Burrow tossed 3 scores. Barkley went over 100. And Kareem Hunt receiving yards went over 100. He had 4 catches for 130. Defensive side of the ball, looks like nothing too crazy. 2 sacks by Chris Braswell. And a good win for the Giants there. Needs to get back on track. Jets continue their ways, beating their former head coach 42-21. Looks like an explosive first half. He led 35-7, and
Yeah.
then kind of toned it down in the second half. 5 turnovers by Savon. You don't normally see that. Um, Looks like he threw 4 picks with Jamie Newman. Did throw for 400 yards. Tyree Jackson had 365 and 5 scores. Zach Evans 45 yards. No real running the ball.
No, no, running the ball. Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
I was gonna say earlier, Rondell Moore looks like a Henry Ruggs 2.0, and both of them went off this game. Ruggs
Yeah, 240.
yeah 240 on 8 grabs and 2 scores, and then Henry Ruggs had 5 for 207. Now, one thing that I'll notice here about this Henry Ruggs one, 6 yards run after catch. So what that means is bombs away if you're
Yeah.
playing the Jets. Joseph Lewis, not sure that is a rookie receiver, had 10 grabs for 89 yards as well. I guess that's Savon's protege.
Yeah, trying to build him up.
Looks like Jesse Bates had 1 pick for a 100-yard return, pick six. So good for the Bengals there. Jamal Adams picked off 2 passes. Pretty straightforward from there. Let's get into the predictions. 2 games of the week, which we'll do last, are one of them, which is relevant to both of us, the Browns at the Bears, and the other one is I can't remember what I said it was.
The
It was the Jets and the Bengals,
okay.
and they've already played. So let's go ahead and start this off. We got the Colts at the Texans. Let me pull up what their records are.
I think they're both like 1-5 or something like that. One and
Yeah,
four, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
both of them definitely need to get back on track with a win here. All right, I got it. The Colts are 1-4. The Texans are 1-5. This is a new Texans user. He was the Vikings for a few seasons with us. He's heavy on the run game, strong user, plays good defense. He never actually beat me. Man, we had some real close games. I scored with under 10 seconds left to beat him one time. Good user. So it's going to be interesting here. AFC components, I'll let you go first on this.
Yeah, they're both 1-4. Uh, I think the Texans Chargers are slightly better user. The Colts haven't seen it be able to get on track for the last like couple of seasons. So I'm just going to pick the Texans this one in a pretty close game, probably 17-14 Texans.
I'm going to go Texans here. I think he's a little out of his element with having Deshaun Watson. I'm not sure if he'll be able to utilize him as much as he should. But I'm going to take the Texans here to win by about 10-14. So that's a good prediction. Next, we got the Patriots at the Panthers. Pats are 2-3 after starting off 2-0. Panthers are 1-5. Been very sporadic about playing his games. I hope this one gets played. Either way, I think the Patriots should win the game. He's kind of starting to. I know he's taken 3 straight losses, but he's played 3 tough opponents. He's kind of trying to get himself back on track. It's gonna be interesting. Who do you think? Who you got in this game?
I got the Patriots in this game big. Like I said, he's looking to get back on track after 3 straight losses. He's a decent user. He makes the playoffs every year. So I like him big in this one. At least a 21-point win. I'll go 42-21 Patriots.
All right. Next, we have the Lions and the Packers. Packers are going to be a CPU until Dean gets back. He'll be taking his beloved Packers to finish out the rest of this Madden, and then he'll be with us moving forward. I know everybody's excited about that. But at the moment, team's a CPU. Lions has been sporadic about playing his games this year. He's really busy right now, he told me. Either way, this will be his win, whether he plays CPU or whether he takes the Force.
Cool.
Next, we have Bills at Bucks. This was a potential game of the week. I can't figure out this new Bucks user. He was told he was very good, and he's playing pretty well. He did beat Noop a few weeks ago. So it's going to be interesting. Bills just beat you last week, 28-19, so I know he's
Yeah.
fresh on your mind.
Yes, he is.
Who do you think is going to take this victory?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Bucks user. I did watch a little bit of their game when he played the Falcons. He seemed pretty decent. But I just haven't seen enough of him to go away from Buffalo. I'll pick Buffalo in the tight game. He likes to pass the ball, try to get the ball to McGraw downfield. So I'll go with Buffalo, 28-21.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take Buffalo, but I think that there's just too many offensive weapons over here for this Bucks user.
And I forgot all
Um,
about that. Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
didn't.
gonna be close. Don't get me wrong, but I think I'm gonna take the Bucks here by 7 points to get the
Okay.
victory. Kind of humble E-Fly a little bit after beating you last week. I'm surprised
Yeah.
he beat you, man. To be honest, because Madden hoed him and hoed you, and it was a bad game, bro.
That
I
that
watched
that
most of that one.
that fake field goal killed me because I had it in my mind and I was like he's gonna run a fake field goal and then I looked down at my phone and a lot of like he hikes the ball fast too and he catching me off guard so I can't get my user how I want it how in position so he
Yeah,
pulled it off. Yeah.
it's unfortunate. Broncos at Redskins. Let's see here. Uh, Broncos are
Three and
three
two.
and two, and the Redskins are 2-3 on
Two
the
and
year.
three.
I know Skins just beat the Giants last week. Broncos user, he won the Super Bowl with the Jets last year. So I mean, very good user. It's gonna be an interesting game here. I think the Broncos are gonna get it done, probably by 7 to 10 points. Skins is no pushover. He's beaten me the last 2 times I played him, so it could be interesting. But I'm gonna stick with the Broncos. What about you?
Yeah, the Skins always play everybody tough, man. They're never getting blown out. It seems like, um, but I think the Broncos are like a better use. Like he's coming off a Super Bowl victory with the Jets last season. I think I'll pick him in by like a 10-point win. I'm not sure what the score is going to be, but I like the Broncos by 10.
Saints 4-1 are playing at the 4-2 Falcons. Every time that he plays the Falcons, Nuke blows him the fuck out. I don't know what's going on, why he can't find any kind of offense or seem to run the ball or anything against Nuke. But it's like his playbook has reverted down to something of a uh, sixth grade head coach or something. I don't know. I'm gonna take Falcons here, big. Until Saints prove something to me, I don't think he's gonna be able to get it done here.
I'm gonna go with the upset because I hope he watches this video and hears what you just said,
Yeah,
and it kind of motivate him a little bit. So I'm gonna go with the upset here. I think the Falcons are a better user, but hopefully the Saints to come in motivated to prove you wrong, and I'll go with a 3-point win,
hmm.
uh, 28-25.
Next, we got the Niners, who are 2-3, versus the 3-3 Rams. I know Jimmy is having a little bit of a midlife crisis with his offense right now. He can't seem to kind of figure out what he wants to do. He's throwing a lot of picks on offense side of the ball. Um, Niners beat me last year, actually. He's a decent user, plays good defense. His offense is okay. Uh, could be just enough to keep this game close, but I think I'm going to take the Rams by about 14, maybe 10 here.
Yeah, I like the Rams in this. I think the Rams need to get back to running the ball like that's their identity. Um, I think he's looking to get back on track. Also, the 49ers are a pretty good user, like you said. He's not a pushover. He kind of reminds me of the Redskins user. Like they're always in it. Um, play hit or miss with the playoffs. But I'm gonna go with the Rams here. I don't know how. I'm not gonna pick a score. I'm not sure because I don't know what Rams are gonna come to play. So I just
Yep.
like the Rams in a victory here.
All right, Cowboys 3-3 versus the 2-3 Raiders. Both teams need this victory. Both teams very similar offenses, good run games, strong defenses. Dwayne's team might be one of the most improved teams year by year. I know he hasn't made the playoffs, but his team is getting better and more well-rounded. I think Raiders are struggling a little bit offensively right now. I'm going to take the Cowboys to win this game.
I like the Cowboys also in this game. If he can just stick to running the ball, he turns the ball over a lot when he passes the ball. He has to establish the ground game, kind of play ball control,
Yeah,
and I
seven
like
picks
him.
last week passing.
Yeah, yeah, he got to stay on the ground, man. But I'm gonna go with the Cowboys here. Close game, a low scoring game, 17-10.
Hmm. I like that pick. 17. That's a good prediction. Next, we got the Vikings 1-5 against the 2-4 Ravens. Both these teams have played tough schedules already this year. Vikings played me twice. He's played the Bengals once. Ravens has played you once. He's played Savon. He's played the Jets. I mean, both these teams have been hit with bad luck early in the season. Definitely looking to get a win back on track here. You know the Ravens very well. I know the Vikings very well. So maybe we'll have a difference of opinion here. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I think I beat both of these guys earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check my schedule real quick. Yeah, I beat the Ravens first game of the season, then I beat the Vikings in week three. So, which is they both are really close games. I just think Chap is a better user than Herc, and he has Hollywood and
He has a better
Illy running the
team for
ball.
sure.
Yeah, better team. So I'll go with the Ravens in here. Even though I want the Vikings to win, I'll go with the Ravens. 24-20.
What's interesting because I think Chap's biggest weakness is against the run, and I think that that's definitely the Vikings' biggest strong suit. He likes to run with Trey Sanders a lot, so I think this game will be very close. But I think that uh, the Ravens will just have a little bit more success defensively, probably force some turnovers. I'm gonna take Ravens by like 3 points. I'm gonna go 24-21 or something like that.
Cool.
Next, you got Cards and Seahawks. These two played a few weeks ago in a 52-47 shootout. I mean, neither team had any sort of defense at all. I'm pretty sure they got left on the team bus or something. Um, but the offenses went wild. So it could be another game like that. I know that CJ right now is 1-5. He definitely needs to get his team back on track with some victories. He's a good user. Cards are 4-2, leading the division actually over the Rams. He did lose to the Rams, but he's leading the division. Definitely needs another win here to keep up with that. It's gonna be a tough game here. I think I'm gonna take the Seahawks here. He's having a lot of trouble on defense, but his offense is rolling on all cylinders. I'm gonna take the Seahawks to get the upset here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I like the Seahawks with the upset. I think it's going to be another shootout. Like you said, the Seahawks are rolling on offense, and they kind of know each other from playing earlier in the year. I think it'll be another shootout. I like the Seahawks by 10 with like a high score of like 42-32.
That's generous. I was thinking more like 52-42. Next, we got the Titans 6-0 versus the 2-3 Chiefs. Um, Chiefs usually he's not terrible. He's playing decently well. This year he plays tough defense, good offensive weapons. But the Titans, this may be his best team ever. Um, I think that Twan's gonna win this one big. And that's nothing against the Chiefs user. It's just everything for the Titans user.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Titans in this one also. Titans big. He's been playing really well this year. Like you said, he has a really good team, and he's also played some really good opponents. He beat the Chargers, the Jaguars twice. He beat
Twice,
the
yeah.
Jaguars, and he beat the Broncos. So he's been playing really, really well against some really tough opponents. So I like the Titans big in this one. I'm not sure what the score is going to be, but I like him to stay undefeated and move to 7-0.
I like it. I like it. And last, the Browns 5-1 against the Bears 6-0. I really wanted you to beat E-Fly last week. I wanted this
I
to be an
wanted to.
undefeated versus undefeated matchup. Now, these two, we may be the most alike users in this whole league in that we both are heavy on the run game. Both of us have decent passing options and weapons and things like that. Both of us are good on defense, especially in our defensive backs, being our strong suit. So I think this is going to be a really hard-nosed, gridiron, old type of football game. Um, it's going to be really interesting. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that this is going to be a time possession game, and whoever can establish long drives from running the ball is going to win this game. Both of us don't want to put the ball in the air too much, unless you want to catch your opponent off guard. But I think it's going to be a grinded out game, like you said, grinded out old school game. I'm actually kind of a little nervous about this one because I'm trying to psych myself up because I know you're probably like a slightly not a slightly you're better using than I am,
I don't know about
and
all that. You've
I
made an
got I
AFC
got
Championship before too.
I got to come with my A game right here. So, but I'm not going to pick against myself. I'm not going to pick against myself. I'm going to go with a 3-point game. I'm not going to pick the score. Um, but I need this victory. I need to stay ahead. Of Savon. He's coming up for a loss, which is a good thing. But I know he's going to be looking to get back on track, and I need to get as many games ahead of him as possible.
Yeah, I was telling Savon actually when I was talking to him, man, your schedule is ridiculous. You might have the toughest schedule of any
Yeah,
team in the league moving forward. So you need every victory you can. Um, this is gonna be a really really good game. I feel like I think three is a perfect prediction. I'm gonna say I don't know 20-17, something along those lines. I think for me, we're fixing to play here in just a second. I think for me, whoever has less turnovers should gonna win this game. I think that's what it
exactly.
comes down to. If one of us has three turnovers and one of us has zero, then I think that'll make the difference. Or 2-1, it's going to be whoever gets short field, things like that. Both of us play tough defense. It's going to be
Yeah,
interesting. Both of us pick ourselves, of course. Can't pick against yourself. Um, so it's going to be an interesting game. I did do a wild projection a few weeks ago. I think it was after my week one victory. I said I would
you
start off
did.
10-0. So that was before Savon took over as the Bengals. I want to note. But that being said, I've got some tough games left to get there. I got you, and then I've got Savon, and I've got the Eagles user. Um,
Uh-oh.
but we're looking to get there. Anyway, that's going to be it for the predictions video. I appreciate you being here, bro. We're going to kick
Yeah,
our
no
game
doubt.
off here in a little bit. Everyone, make sure you get your games in and have a good day.